Yo, welcome to another episode of That Plumber Dude. Waiting for this guy here. We are going to a call today for a replacement cartridge on a Moen, and we're also going to replace the tub spout. This is a repeat customer. I'd been out there before for troubleshooting an issue with low flow at their house, and that ended up being an issue with their water lines. Kind of a long story, but I'll explain it later. Maybe at the end of the video I'll explain all that. But yeah, man, it is foggy today. Kind of forecast, marine layer coming in thick. A little chilly, 55. So yeah, man, hope you guys have had a good week so far. And I will catch you at the job, man. We'll see you there.
This little one come out of this one.
right, we finished that call and we are on our way out. So yeah, the Posi Temp came out fairly smooth with that tool. So if you're not familiar with that tool, it's called the ONA Puller. And I know the owner who made it, he designed it, created it, and it's created for Moen cartridges. And it's just such a reliable tool, man. Like, there's no better tool out there for Moen cartridges. And it's created, he's got adapters for it too, in case the core ever gets pulled out. It's really good. So if you don't have it and you are a plumber, I highly recommend getting it, dude. You won't be concerned ever again with Moens. So anyway, it came out smooth, cleaned it up, threw it back in, and then the tub spout, I went to throw another slip fit over it, but after I had tested it, I saw that water was actually coming out the back end, which once I removed it again, I realized it wasn't perfectly round, so it was causing a leak to come through the slip fit. So I had to solder a coupling and a male adapter, and then thread on the new tub spout. I like the ones I got because, you know, if the slip fit don't work, I can just unthread that slip fit off and then throw on one without it. And then when I go back to the supply house, I just pick up one without it and I can thread on the part I didn't use. So it's pretty convenient. Also, you notice I did grease up all of the threads, like for the set screws. Super important to help prevent it from bonding and corroding for future service. So those are good little practices. Anyway, yeah, that house is crazy, man. So I'm gonna throw up here real quick this piece of copper pipe. Now, I got called out here a few months ago that I helped troubleshoot, but they were gonna contract another company to come fix the problem, because a lot of people in our area had water line lining done. It's like an epoxy lining for the water lines, and I've heard so many horror stories about this stuff. I have heard of businesses going out of business because there's been failures. And when I got called out to their house, they had no hot water pressure, and I did some troubleshooting to determine that it was the hot water feed that was supplying before it hit the manifold. And there's only a certain way you can repair copper pipe that's been shot with that epoxy. You can't solder. You can pro press, but you run the risk of causing an issue with that liner, like you're seeing in this video. And also, I've heard that the best way to preserve the epoxy is to use like a compression fitting, which those are awful to put in a wall. So anyway, turned out, yeah, the liner had come undone and clogged it. So this is just a word of advice to plumbers and homeowners. Don't do the epoxy liners for water lines. Not only does it restrict the inner diameter of flow to the house, which will affect flow rates, you run this risk, and you can't just fix it. You got to cut it out, and then you got to use cheaper compression fittings, or you're going to run the risk of using a pro press and then potentially compromising the liner. So if any company in your area offers this, don't do it. Just repipe the house. There are competitive companies that can do it. I'm compared, to other places. There are plenty of companies out there that only do repipes, and they're competitive. Better to do that than line your existing pipes. Don't do it. Just don't do it. So that's all I got. And enjoy your day. I will see you on the next one, man. Peace.